The folks here in Florida definitely used to this. Rain in the forecast as we join you from Everbank Stadium here in the city of Jacksonville. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25.
Here we go, son. Eleven.
In motion left goes Sutton. They'll start with a run by Mitchell.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
You look at this Jaguar defense.
Against the pass, they're toward the middle of the league, number 15 in the NFL.
So I'm prepping for this game. I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And
too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end.
And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
They snap it to Fields. Short throw caught by Dulcich. Into space at the 45.
And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
First down, here's Mitchell.
Breaks the tackle, he's got room to run. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. Well, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Right back to Mitchell here.
4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
It's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
This thrown quickly out to Jones. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
Cameron Dicker on for the field goal.
And that one will be no good. He never had it on line. It's well wide to the left, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
And now whistles here and a flag down. Looked like someone got going a little early. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. A shotgun snap, Fields. Short throw caught by Dulcich. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll give him a fresh set of downs. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And they run the option on 2nd down.
Oh, some strong running. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down.
It looked like almost a miscommunication defensively, because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? When you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball, but the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
Once more with Mitchell.
And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action, throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage.
On 4th down, Fields.
Escaping the pressure right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. An incompletion there on 4th and goal from the 3. And the Jaguars are able to come up with a goal line stand. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they were in field goal range last time out, but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Out of the gun, they run with Carter.
Taking it right down Broadway.
He may go.
Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Jaguars
post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. And for the extra point, Cameron Dicker.
No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback.
Here we go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
On second down, here's Mitchell.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Now, we all know that an offense coordinator and a quarterback, they're aligned at the hip. But when you've got a runner who can get you that kind of yardage, that guy's invaluable.
On first down, they go back to Mitchell.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Now Fields.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Mitchell. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It'll be a gain of 5. And 3rd and 1 now.
On play action, Fields. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. What a play. The big man comes up with the interception. Puts together, sure has a nice little return, too.
Yeah, he's not going to make anybody forget Darrell Green or Rod Woodson, but look at him lug that thing. He decided it was his. A lot of people might have thought about lateraling it there. No shot. Trying to take it the distance.
Go, go.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence.
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21.
Devin Bush driving in and picking up the sack.
And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
Trevor Lawrence.
His 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
So a designed run all the way, and he took it the distance. I don't know that anybody saw that coming.
Well, on this play, how about the vision of him, being able to see the open field, make his move, and get there. Oftentimes, defenses have a spy for the quarterback position to try and take care of it. On that play, if they did, it certainly
He's
didn't
lost.
There's no doubt.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
Here we go. Good.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
That's caught left side to tight end Pitts.
They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
An audible here to get a new look. But here we go on fourth down. Fields.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
On 1st and 10, it's Bigsby.
Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
But they certainly got dented with that first down run. So now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
Second and 6. Another run by Bigsby.
And the nimble footwork gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with third down coming up.
That's a nice run, a nice game that has to have them feeling pretty good about themselves as we head to the 2-minute warning.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On third down, here's Bigsby.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Take Bigsby. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. Dicker down to tack on the extra point.
He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down. I know, but you're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
This quick pass complete to Sutton. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
On first down, Fields.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Mitchell. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Screen play setting it up for Mitchell.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
Throwing again is Fields. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Antonio Johnson. And the Jaguars will take over here at their own 14-yard line. 3 first-half interceptions now, and Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, But still, 3 interceptions, that puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track. That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
Here is 3rd and 5.
Same right. 11, again.
Here's Lawrence to throw. That is caught, and he'll be out right at the 35. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
That's good for a Jaguars.
Now Lawrence.
Jones goes diving, and he's got it. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Jacksonville, 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They go play action now. Lawrence. Open man downfield is Ridley.
Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Again, it's Lawrence.
Touchdown Jaguars! Calvin Ridley in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Jaguars continue to pull away here in this first half.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. That's going to be caught by Pitts.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50.
Here we go, son.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Here's a give to Bigsby. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33.
11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
78 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. On first down, right back to Carter.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Oh, they'll let Kirk try and run.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage.
Cameron Dicker on now to try the field goal.
It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So little by little, the better of these two sides starting to become more and more apparent.
3 points is not a knockout blow in the third quarter, but when the other guys haven't shown they can do anything, they don't have any points. This is looking pretty good. Maybe not a knockout blow, but a good stiff jab, that's for sure.
Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. With that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Here we go. Go.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields.
They'll roll him out right.
He had a man open, but he missed it, and it's incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
And they're going to go for this. Just 1 for 3 so far on 4th down tries. They're trying again.
Going for it, it's Mitchell.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
On the option left is Fields.
And very little room to maneuver. They'll get this down to about the 39. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
They run over center with Mitchell.
Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
Play action. It's Fields.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked up by Foyesade and Milliken.
And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
And right about now, you start to think, and maybe they're starting to think, gosh, maybe points aren't going to happen for us in this game.
Well, it's a thought that is worth having because so far in this game, this defense has not just had the upper hand.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Tank Bigsby
with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Jaguars take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points.
And that is off the left upright. It's no good.
Logan Cook to kick off for the Jaguars.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
A give here to Mitchell.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. And they're going to speed things up here.
Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. A gain of just 1. Fields changing the play.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right.
A play fake, now Fields to throw.
And he's going to lose yardage here. As they will switch ends as time is run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Jacksonville. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Here we go.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And, oh, my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
And the Jags are going to take over at their own 41. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Bigsby with a carry to begin the series. There he goes again.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
Tank Bigsby,
59 yards.
And the Jaguars look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all 3 phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the fourth quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while. But everyone that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
Here's Fields. Again, it's OBJ, back-to-back catches.
And quickly, they get to the line.
Fields on 3rd down.
And that will be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Flushed out right. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Gutsy decision to keep it, but it turned out to be the right one, and all of a sudden 4th down becomes first down.
Gutsy and smart, because he's used to making
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Off play action, Fields. Short throw caught by Pitts.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 23 yards the pickup there. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Now a first down throw, Fields. A quick throw there is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Hey, never mind, Monday.
From the gun, here's Fields. Short throw caught by Pitts.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw, Fields.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Fields throw caught here by Dulcich.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been stymied left and right. Converted only one time. This will be 3rd and 6. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up for his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
Oh, they're changing this at the line. 4th down, Fields has to have this one.
Being chased out left. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked up by Christian Fulton. And the Jaguars are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead.
And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6.
Noah Sewell there to make that play defensively.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. And a gain of about 4 here moves this from the 6 up to the 10. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning.
On 3rd down, here's Carter.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45.
They'll go again with Carter.
And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory.
122 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, you know me, partner. I never tell them to back off of being aggressive. But sometimes you see the consequences when you're overly aggressive and you don't secure tackles. Guys break through.
Trying to sell out to pry that football loose, and just as you said, cost some yardage.
Yeah, you got to go get him. Stand him up first before you go for the ball. Don't just go for it initially.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
CD, it'll go into the books as just one win, but this is a really impressive win. They've done it on defense, and here they continue to do it on offense. Another score in the fourth quarter to widen that advantage.
I like where you were going with that one. Would you say, partner, there's really 3 victories today? Landslide on the scoreboard, emphatic victory on either side of the ball. They really got it done.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the fourth quarter. And a big deficit, Charles. But they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, and I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board? So if you're moving it and you're not scoring, is it really working?
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Picked up by Andre Sisco. And the Jags are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
For the winning team here, Charles, that's about as big and clean of a win as you could hope for in the National Football League. No turnovers. Meanwhile, you forced turnovers. You didn't allow any points, and you put up a bunch of points. What an effort.
And, Brandon, I just have to ask you, that's all the stuff that we saw happen today. Those are statistics, numbers, the whole deal. But my question is, how does one team come ready to play